Bonjour everyone, my name is Noah and welcome back to my channel. Once again, another hair change, but I think that might be the last one for a minute. I'm probably gonna keep the black buzz cut for a while. I kept it blonde for 4 weeks, a month. Kind of long to be honest, and I was getting so tired of it. So I just buzzed it today. I had to buzz it to a number 2, which is shorter than what I usually do, but the blonde otherwise was gonna stay. So today is Monday night. I had a good productive day working from home and going to the gym. I feel like that's my life lately, but I'm staying in tonight and I'm about to make some food, and I thought we could do it together. I'm about to make homemade pizza in the easiest way possible, so please don't have your expectations too high, but yeah, let's catch up. Also, look, I'm so happy. I got a, what do you call that? A pendant light or chandelier for my dining room, and it's so cute. I don't know why I like it so much. So I probably should have done the dishes before I started filming, but I don't really need what's in there, so maybe I'll just do it all after I'm done cooking. I'm trying to find a good filming setup, but there's not that much counter space. I can't be complaining. I love my apartment. The reason I'm saying I'm making pizza in the easiest way possible is because yesterday was Sunday and I made my dad's bolognese recipe. Is that how you say it in English? In French it's bolognese. How do you say it in Italian? I don't know. But I made bolognese with spaghetti, which was always our traditional Sunday meal when I was a kid. My dad would just make that every Sunday so that we would have a lot of energy going into the week. And I made a lot because I'm still unable to cook for one person, even though I've been living alone for 1.5 years now. But I have all of this of bolognese sauce. I thought that instead of making pasta again, because I get tired of what I eat really fast, I'm gonna make pizza. So I went to Trader Joe's after the gym and I got their pizza dough. And then other toppings, I just got black olives and some mozzarella cheese. I feel like that's enough. Sit at room temperature for 30 minutes.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
The first thing they said to do is to gently flour your working space. And then take your dough out of the bag and let it out to sit for 30 minutes at room temperature. When I moved to the US for college and I lived in Berkeley, Trader Joe's felt like such a niche supermarket to go to. But now I literally don't go anywhere else. Like, that's really the best. It's very rare that I need to go somewhere else to get anything, honestly. All right. In the meantime, let me show you the other things I got done today in my apartment. Well, I hired TaskRabbit. He put up this pendant light. I got rid of the curtain rods that weren't being used, and he patched up the holes in the wall because there was no point in having curtain rods with no curtains. I also changed this curtain rod. You probably can't tell, but it was a black metal curtain rod before. I swapped it for a wooden one because, like, everything in the apartment is wood, so like, why did I have a black curtain rod? Oh, and I got a new shower curtain. If you guys have been following the shower curtain fiasco on TikTok and Reels, I tried to experiment and get one of those translucent, colorful curtains, and it just did not work out, and everyone was telling me that it was ugly. So I ended up getting like a linen one, which fits more the vibe of the apartment. I was trying to do something different, but I don't think it's gonna work out, so this is the one. Today was the first day where I stepped outside this morning to go to the gym, and I was like, it's cold. Fall is about to show up in LA and I'm not ready. But to be honest, it wasn't a bad feeling. Like, I stepped outside and I was like, frisky, and then the emotions were positive. Like, it wasn't like I was freaking out. Even though I always say I love summer and summer is my favorite season, I feel like I do appreciate a little bit of variety. I'm also excited for Halloween. I feel like this year I started brainstorming my costumes early enough, meaning like this week, but usually I leave it to like the week or 2 weeks prior, so I feel like a little bit more at peace. I also feel like fall makes me a little bit more homesick just because Paris has more of like a fall weather, so it always reminds me of home and my family, and I miss them a lot, but hopefully I can go visit them soon. It's a bittersweet moment. I know everyone in the US loves fall. It feels like it's always people's favorite season. I don't know if it's about pumpkin or whatever. Actually, I'm kind of excited for pumpkin pies. Thanksgiving, yeah. I also got this new book. I haven't started it yet. It's called The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down by Heyman Sunem. I might be butchering their name. It was recommended to me by, I don't remember who, but someone in my life. It's a book about learning to slow down and mindfulness. I'm excited to read it. I feel like I've been chasing fiction books lately because it just got me back into reading and made me more excited to read, but this one looks like an interesting one, and it doesn't look too dry. It looks like short essays. There's little images. It'll be digestible. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, so it's time to roll the dough. I just realized I have that. I don't know why I'm not using it. Little dating life update, because I know you guys love those. I've been single for almost 8 months now. And I think that is the longest that I've ever been single in my entire life. And it's weird, but I'm super happy about it because I felt like I wouldn't be able to be happy single. It's stretched out, so I'm gonna put it on a pan. I used to have a pizza stone, but I can't find it, so I guess we're just gonna put it on this. I'm also realizing that it's bigger than the pan. Okay, well, I didn't realize there was that much flour. Okay, so the pizza's gonna be rectangle.
Okay.
And a little spray. I will forever be a huge fan of cleaning as you cook because I hate when you're done cooking and your kitchen's a mess. It just ruins the night. Maybe I'll just do it all after I'm done cooking. I'm preheating my oven at 475 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm just gonna put my toppings in my pizza. I had a thought on the dating thing today because I say I'm super happy that I'm content being single and that I finally found peace and happiness in like other areas of my life because relationships have always been super all-consuming to me, and I feel like I needed to learn to not put all my eggs in one basket, if you will. Things that revolve around me, weirdly, I always used to put on the back burner in order to focus on someone else and what they wanted and what they liked. So it was an important thing for me to learn. But on the flip side of that, I feel like I'm getting a little far in the other extreme. And I feel like a lot of people who have been single for a while talk about that, about how once you find your peace being single, you don't want anyone to disturb it and like you're never gonna get in a relationship again. And that's not what I think applies to me because I'm still a lover boy and I still think I'm gonna want to be in a relationship at some point. But I do feel like by being single for so long, so dramatic, and I haven't gone through a little bit of a difficult relationship, maybe traumatic, I really got to learn a lot about myself and what it is that I want and what it is that I don't want in a partner. And I'm not like actively looking for a partner at the moment. I'm definitely not. But I do have my little moments where I get bored and I like go on dating apps and swipe. And I do feel like my standards have gotten a little bit crazy. Like I'll see one thing that doesn't align with what I want in a partner and immediately I'm gonna be like,
that's a no.
I used to leave so much room for error and like, I also think it's important to be with someone who's not a carbon copy of you because you need to learn from other people in your life. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to distinguish between someone being different and that being okay versus someone being different and that being a red flag for me. And so right now I'm kind of in the extreme where I'm like, I don't want to be with someone like that. So I just end up not wanting anyone. So yeah, I did have that thought today where I was like, am I gonna end up all alone? There's also the thought like, I'm turning 27 really soon, well, in January. Is that getting kind of old? No, it's not. But in my head when I was a kid, 27 was like grown and you were supposed to have your life together. I have my life together. I don't need a partner to have my life together. See, I'm still unlearning a lot. I feel like it's a constant work in progress. That looks delicious. I love cooking for myself. I feel like a lot of people always comment on my Instagram stories and my videos about the things I eat and tell me like, if I ate like you, I'd be huge. But if you think about it, this isn't too unhealthy and none of the food that I make is really unhealthy. Like I eat cheese and carbs and bread, but it's never like full of fat or full of crazy ingredients that I don't know about. I feel like that's kind of the European way of cooking, which is why a lot of Americans, when they go to Europe and eat the things that they're not used to eating here because it's labeled as unhealthy here, they're always surprised that they don't gain weight. But if you know your ingredients and you're eating balanced, and I'm rambling, I'm gonna put that in the oven. Oh wait, look at it first. Is that a margarita? No, it's not. It's a, I don't know what this is called. Wait, how long do I cook it for? 8 to 10 minutes? Oh my god, that's not even that long. We're eating soon. But honestly, I'm getting kind of tired of eating this. I don't know how people meal prep because I have something twice in the same week and I start getting bored of it and want something different. But I also hate wasting more than anything. That was nothing. That was just the oven doing its thing. Look how cute. I got these mini Tupperwares. Well, I got a set of Tupperwares and they came with those mini things. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do with these black olives if I'm not making another pizza, but I feel like with fall getting here, I'm also getting a little bit nervous because I made the mental decision that I'm getting a dog for my birthday this year. Well, next year. Because I still want to be able to travel to friends to see my family for Christmas. I feel like if I get a puppy before that, it's going to be a little bit difficult. And then I'll have like all of the beginning of next year to train and like take care of my puppy before it can go outside. And I'm really excited, don't get me wrong. Like I've been wanting a dog for years and I know it's gonna be the love of my life and my best friend, but I am getting a little bit nervous about first the financial aspect of it, because getting a dog is really expensive, and I'm just starting to think about all the things that I'm gonna have to buy and take care of. And two, I'm getting anxious about the education aspect of it. And I know it's a dog, it's not a child, but at the same time I'm just being a little bit self-conscious about having to take care of someone's or like another living being's education, and I'm scared to mess things up and like him not be a good boy. But I know he's gonna be a good boy. I just want him to be happy and feel taken care of and be well behaved and well educated at the same time. And I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety about it, but at the same time I know that once I start doing the research and like talking to people who've done it, and I'll find YouTubers who talk about training dogs, and it'll be fine. Maybe there's a little bit of fear about doing it alone, like being a single parent. But at the same time, I feel like that's maybe something that I need to level up, because I've always been hyper independent. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 17 to go across the world from Paris to California. And granted, I was in school and like there was a framework, so at the same time it felt a little bit more safe, but never did I ever turn around and like freak out. But at the same time, in my relationships, I've always been one to want to be taken care of and like babied in a way a little bit. And I mean, I've spent hours in therapy unpacking that, and like I understand why, but having to raise a puppy alone is like the biggest step in the other direction, where I'm gonna have to take care of something or someone myself instead of the other way around. So a lot of thoughts about it. Thoughts on, can't help it. She is ready to come out. So am I. Okay, she looks kind of good. I wish it was crispier. I probably should have put like oil or a little bit of egg yolk on it. I love serving my pizzas on this wooden board. I just feel like it makes it more elegant. Look how delicious she looks. Well, actually, she looks pretty stunning. That smells so good. You guys, my dad's recipe for the tomato sauce or the bolognese is so delicious. I don't know if it's traditional or not, but maybe it's also because I'm so used to it and like it has emotional value for me. I should have invited a friend over. Never gonna eat this whole thing by myself. Okay, she's cut. I don't think you understand. I'm so excited to eat this. Also, my camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna have one slice with you guys and then let you go because we don't have time for all of this. Necessary ranch. I started eating ranch with my pizza with Sal. If you had told me when I lived back in France that I would be doing that, I would have probably screamed, but he converted me. I'm gonna have a corner because I actually like the corner. If you ever eat pizza with me, I will ask for your crust if you're not eating it. I'm definitely the crust eater. First bite. Wow. Wow, it's still very hot, but it's really good. I was very generous on the sauce, so it's a little bit thick to put in your mouth, but wow. This sauce is so good. Maybe next time I do a Cook Yap, I'll do it with my dad's recipe for the bolognese sauce, because now I feel bad that you guys are watching me eat and you can't even make it. Okay, my camera's about to die. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and cooking and yapping. I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of time together. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on all my social media. Everything is Noah Tayeb, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye!